I am Lanita Smith, and you're watching OneAvenue TV. As I stand here and look in the mirror, I see a reflection appear of the person that I once knew and used to be. Today, I'm behind the scenes at my photo shoot with Tae Nichol, shot at 5123 Hollywood. Winning Guitar Center Singer-Songwriter for has changed my life in so many ways, starting from being able to get in venues that normally would reject me, writing with so many mainstream artists, being able to just go different places, like they put me on a different platform, being able to even go on Kimmel Live and perform my music to the world. Like, I've performed on there before, but before it was like, oh, you're the keyboard player or you're the background vocalist, but to actually be able to be exposed to the world, not just to the world, but just to millions of people, and them being able to see you for you. So I can definitely say in so many ways, and still now, it's still continuing to change my life. The moment that I kind of realized growing up that I really wanted to be a singer-songwriter was definitely as a kid. I always had a love for music. I grew up in church just listening to music, and I was that kid that was always going behind the musicians after church, banging on the piano, wanting to be like them. And then it all started to come together. As far as the writing, I would definitely say writing came along as I got older. I was the person that would want to sit in the corner and write all day, whether it was about happy moments or sad moments. Like, words somehow painted a picture for me, and I wanted to be that person that painted that picture for other people versus reading. I wanted to be the creator of them and what people like to read. So and as I grew up, the more as I got older, I would say that I just became more intrigued with words, more intrigued with music. I love all types of genres of music. It's not just one. And it just became a deeper love where I just kind of find out, like, hey, this is me. This is what creates me. This is what makes me who I am. And it's no other thing for me to do other than music. Learning to play my first instrument. My first instrument, voice is definitely an instrument. Was definitely that. Once again, in church. But if you just kind of putting both together, voice and piano, it was definitely just church, wanting to be like somebody that I saw or that I idolized or looked up to. I wanted to be so much like them that I would go home and try to imitate them at home. And then on the next Sunday, like, hey, I want to sing that song, I want to play this song, and just asking people for guidance. So trying to take piano lessons stuff never worked out for me. I was that kid that just grew up playing by ear, and then when things started to come together, it was just like, oh, you know how to play now. But it was a lot of times stuff did not sound great, but at some point it came together and it made me who I am now. I actually didn't get formal training until I got to college, which I'm grateful for, but it was just, a part of my stepping stone and a part of my journey to what got me to where I am. Like, I got so many awards and scholarships just from not knowing how to do what the average person who knows how to read music or just knows so much theory knew how to do. I didn't know how to do that, but it was just, I was definitely grateful and blessed just to have those hidden talents and to be able to say that people actually gave me little nuggets along the way to help groom my gifting. It helped, but definitely those were my first two instruments. Definitely working on my EP. For me, my biggest accomplishment was being able to be me, not having to fabricate who Lanita Smith is, being able to stay real to the music and not trying to be who this person is and that next person, whoever's out. Like, I was able to be me. So many times as a songwriter, I have to cater to whatever that person wants to be, but it's always like, hey, I want this song to sound like this person, to sound like this. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to commit to what the world thought I should sound like. I was able to be authentically me, and people to actually love me for who I am and nothing other than that. And being able to play on my track, like, it was just so many different emotions that came out in the midst of being able to put out my own music. And just the simple fact, like, I had so many ideas in my head that I was able to put out, versus when I work with other people, it's like, oh, you have to kind of keep that cage in. So it's kind of letting the bear out of the cage, like, hey, it's your turn now. So that was like one of the biggest thing, like, it's real. uh just the whole atmosphere at Jimmy Kimmel Live, each time I've definitely gone has been different. But this one particular time, being able to go, not Lanita the background singer, not Lanita the keyboard player, but Lanita, hey, this is you. It's Lanita Smith. It's time for you to sing your song, I Love You. To step on that stage, I can definitely tell you it's an indescribable feeling. I was a ball of emotions. I'm still a ball of emotions, because when I think about it right now, it's like, oh, it just happened yesterday. This is surreal. Do you know behind the camera is actually millions of viewers who are looking at you, or just the fact from that day that people like, hey, I want to know more about you. Where can I find your music? Like, it was literally an eye opener and a door opener that, I was just grateful and honored to be able to have, because a lot of people don't get a chance like that to expose themselves and be able to let the world, not just a set person, hear their music, but everybody got to hear you. And then with being able to perform at NAM and participate in ASCAP and some of the other venues, like, those venues don't come likely. But being able to do these things because of winning Guitar Singer Songwriter 4, like, it put me definitely on a different caliber, definitely on a different platform that I can definitely say I am tremendously grateful for. Yes, I have a performance coming up in uh, Atlanta, Georgia, at our hair convention. It's April 23rd. I get to do my own music, especially things off the EP. I also have another performance coming up for the Jackson, Mississippi R&B Festival. It'll be people or artists like Jagged Edge, myself. You have people like Charlie Wilson who will be there, K. Michelle. So I'm looking forward to actually doing it, and not being an opening act, but actually having your own slot where people want to come and hear Lanita Smith. So definitely, if you can come out, please come out. I would love to see you. I have one quote that I go off of one motto. Somebody gave it to me named Dr. B. She's actually a mentor of mine. It's just called See It, Speak It, Write It, Do It. See yourself being whatever it is you want to be. Begin to speak it over yourself, and truly believe in that and walking in that. Write it down, and then after that, just do it. With challenges, everybody has challenges, everybody has obstacles, but always stay persistent and consistent at what you want. Don't give up on your dream. You'll hear a lot of no's before you hear the yes, but it's all worth it just to get that one yes. It takes going through all the no's before you get that yes. So definitely don't give up on your dream, because you're your own true believer, your only first belief. Like, before everybody else believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. So don't give up on you.